Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson.
Open man is Duvernay.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson rolling to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Mayfield on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Anthony Schwartz.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Browns are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay.
And he goes out right around the 39. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Jackson now. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards that time. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Check three, check three, check three. Check 17. Hey, hey. Slam. Go.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Go. Well, we changed it. Number 28.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Switch. Out. 13. Dudes. Jump. Hey. Like 28. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Hey, number 28, Mike.
On 3rd down, Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Tucker's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started.
And we're in the middle part of the season where each week starts to become a little more important, and especially this, Charles, being a division matchup.
Yeah, you haven't fired the starter's pistol or rang the bell lap like they do in track and field for the sprint to the finish, but you're starting to eye it, aren't you? You got to pile up those wins, put them in the left-hand column, not the L's in the right-hand column.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Working out of the gun, Mayfield.
He'll find Schwartz, complete right side.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone.
And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. After one, a 14-3 ball game. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10.
He's crashing. He's checking crab.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Check. Lucky.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a fourth down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd and 11 now, Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Mayfield able to get this one to his tight end, Njoku. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
On first down, Hines. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calais Campbell on the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield now from the 50.
The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Here's Hines. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, Mayfield. Able to find Isabella. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This is Hines. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Flushed out right. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Andy Isabella, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Ravens 3. Chase McLaughlin to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Mike 12. No gain on this defense.
Now it's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Second and 20.
Hey, switch gears. Hey, middle. Mike 12.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's Jackson. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Check. Hey, report.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Charles, you know, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try to get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
And the half will begin with a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
A big hitter to start the drive has a field here for 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike, Mike 6, Mike 6. Double dog, that's the way.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. And again, it's Chubb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. That's complete to John Ross. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 23. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Flush to his right. He's to the 10. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. Chubb is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for Cleveland.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone.
Take over on 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Mike 12, Mike 12, Mike 12.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now Jackson steps away to his left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing in football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. This one caught by Isabella. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now Chubb running right. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Browns. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Third and 2. Here's Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have a Ravens first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And some room to work. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Mike 28. Mike 28. Hey.
Jackson from the shotgun. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Now Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 10.
They go play action with Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches.
13.
Throwing is Jackson. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Malik McDowell able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And this Browns defense stands tall. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, check back, check back. Regular. Hey, here I come.
They run it again with Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. Powers by at the 40, and he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 37-yard line. 101 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Check my 40. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
They go play action. Mayfield. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long.
We got 3 down. Mike, 36. Mike, 36. Hey, we got
Mayfield now. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Check 3. Check 37. Check 37.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
Hurry! Go get him! Shit! Alert 3! Alert 3!
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Here's Mayfield. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what...
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now he'll escape to his right. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Kill! Turn up! Kill! Turn up! Bang! Hey! Bang! Whip! Watch the shot!
Jackson on first down. They still can't get him. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Space to run past the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17.
Mike 28. Mike 28. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Watch the safety creep. Hey, report. Report.
From the gun, Jackson. Trying to improvise. He's got room to run past the 20. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
He's coming. He's coming. Check in. Watch the foot.
One last shot for Jackson. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. A big offensive explosion helped leading them.